Hello, friends. Hello, friends. This is fine, right? Everything's fine. I wasn't going to share this part because, it's just me running across the platform, but it's especially cursed today. Like, just especially spectacularly cursed today. As you can see. And I wasn't going to do anything. I've sort of decided, if you haven't noticed, to cut back on the number of updates I'm doing just because, well, they're sort of repetitive and I felt like it was getting a little bit boring. And so I've decided to scale it back, and I think probably long term I'll end up doing like one a week instead of two, or maybe one every other week. Until I get back into build mode, because right now it's still just tearing down things, which is a little on the dry side. But I've made quite a lot of progress. Oh, wow, it cleared up once. As you can kind of see, this is where the edge of the mountain was more recently, and it has marched its way back quite a ways. And came down here hoping to find that. There they are, the missing maps. So we can have our nap time, which is the fun part in a lot of regards, especially when I've made as many big updates as I have. And then we'll go do the ones by the temple too, because not the temple, but by the courtyard of literacy, the place where I keep all the librarians, and I'm dumb. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't think 1's going to have much for us to update, but let's see. Well, not here, but when we get out to that area, we'll have more. Because, as you can see, the sand dune is going, almost gone. I have finished placing all, and I do mean all, of the frog lights. There was a lot of frog lights. But I'm pretty sure there are none left to place, even under the mountain. Not the mountain, underneath the sand dune. And as you can see, I'm getting ready to tear down that chunk of sand dune. We might do that just for funsies. Or at least tear down most of it. But all the torches under there so that, the sand, when it comes crashing down, just breaks. Alright. There is a gap in the frog lights coming up here along the middle line, and that's just because there's going to be another plateau of nether quartz, so there's no point in putting the frog lights there because it's going to be under. And actually, I'll probably end up taking out another 2 rows of frog lights in that location as well, or even 3. It depends on how the plateau works out. It's a much shorter plateau, this one. It's only going to be like, I think, 3 tall altogether, but still a plateau. Alright, nap. Almost to its edge. 1 and 2 won't be terribly dramatic, but 3 and 4 should be pretty awesome. And then I don't know if any of y'all are RT fans, but I went through a really, really dark couple of years, and one of the things that helped me get through it was RVB, and especially like seasons 9 on up to about 15. 16 and 17 weren't fabulous, but I really did love 18 and 0. I truly did love 0. I thought it was beautiful. There was some work that needed to be done in some of the storytelling. Okay, so this one's not going to give us anything. Let's go to 2. Haha! There we go. Much better. But it had a lot of potential, and I really loved a lot of the ways the characters were developed and some of the fights and stuff. But so when RT announced they were shutting down, I was pretty heartbroken. And today there was an update, and it sounds like some form of RT is coming back, and so that was like, I got really excited about that and went, you know what, I think I should make a video. I don't know why that prompted it, but there we are. But it was like having friends come back. you know. Anyways, let's go get this too, because the other thing that is a big one is everything except for Smiley over there on the north side of the plateau is completely filled in. It is completely leveled off. Spectrum, you changed your name from Time Warner's and you're still so bad. But there we go. So that entire section of the map is completely finished. Let's get back over here and see how much the sand dune has changed. Another funny thing that keeps happening is I go down underneath the mountains and stuff to dig for lots of ores and end up finding caves that I didn't realize were there and pockets of gold that I didn't realize were there, like every time. Here we go. All right, so we can see how much of the sand dune has come down. See my little bitty pockets. The inn has vanished now. It was down right about there. And that little green pocket is just where I'm growing a whole bunch of bamboo for now to help make more torches, because there's never enough torches. And then soon, if it weren't being so cursed, I would do this, you know, as part of the video, filling in that last section of that. But that's what's left of the sand dune. So the biggest part of it, the highest point, was right about here, and that's been completely cleared. And that's why you can see the little walkways I've still got up there, because that's how I got the highest parts of it. Is I'll start like I've done right here and undercut, and then I'll build a walkway and take it out from the bottom up until I get to where the sand drops. Let's see. 3. That was a good one. I love it when it does that. Try and go slow to avoid this cursing, but blood and ashes, it is bad. I mean, it's so bad it's funny. And part of my head wants to be like, okay, if I come up along this wall, maybe that'll help fix it, but it has nothing to do with anything in game, and everything to do with the fact that Spectrum is garbage. Oh, excuse me, try not to make disgusting head noises here. But there is a nice amount of all this stuff being filled in, so that's good. Go over here. And then we have to go see, oh wow, look at that. Follow the circle's edge. Because all of it, like I said, the entire northern half, except for like 2 little squares, is complete, and Smiley over there is completely filled. And then we'll see how much the mountain has vanished. What's funny is I haven't really been focusing on taking down the mountain so much as gathering material to build the platform as I remove the sand dune. Would you stop already? Come on. Slightly better. And there it is. All clear. Alright. I'm gonna run because we're not gonna try and I'm not trying to watch the map update now. And I have started graphing everything out on graph paper and noting my scales. You know, different things have different sizes, and then I'll use. So what I do to get the proportions and the sizes is I'll mark a single thing on the map, like a single building on the map that I'm using as a reference, and say, okay, this building is 6 squares by 10 squares. And then I'll use that as, okay, this is 10 meters across, and measure everything based on that little scale bar that I've created. This one's going to be fun to drop down. So I may save that for another video when I don't have the curse of Spectrum just totally ruining the visuals. And then using the buckets of water to sweep all the torches into a corner. It's great fun. And I have a lot of torches back there. All right, let's see our friend Mountain on the map. Oh, there it goes. Now you can start to see the far eastern half of the mountain slowly vanishing. Oh, go the other way. So again, this is where the mountain was previously. And now it has marched quite a way back. Whee! Oh yeah, let's go up, actually. The view's pretty spectacular from above. Oh, and that actually looks better. Because I've been working on tearing that down with the Silk Touch pickaxe. My poor Silk Touch pickaxe. All right. So there is the end of the mountain so far. Go down here. Just go up for the view from above. And I've been digging out inside of this where all the mine shafts were, you know, taking out the wood and stuff and tangling with mobs up here at the top of the plateau to recharge, again, the pickaxes. But the view from above is often quite lovely. All right, let's look at 4. Boom! That was a good one. All that stuff vanishing from the mountain. And that's my new little, you know, upper house that feeds into the chests. The chest of the elevator of chests, I guess. I'm probably gonna fall. Always. Pow. Go Team Feather falling. Seriously. We'll go back and get the update on that and then call it good. Not a huge update. Smack. Smackety smack. And I am working on figuring out the whole video editing thing. I'm not great at that yet. But what I'd like to do is have, you know, two videos running at the same time so that we can watch, you know, once we're done, where everything was and what it looks like now and get a really good before and after comparison. I think that'll be fun. Stop it. Spectrum, you're ruining things. Spoil sport. It's still nice to see it all cleared across. And then I have all of these little tunnels running through. Creepy sound. Alright, so hopefully the curse was funny at least. It's making me nuts. And so I think I'm going to call it. Thanks for hanging with me.